Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this leopard look with these flowy puff sleeves. I am so freaking in love with this two-piece set. So this is going to be the get ready with me I have for you today. Before we move on to the video, if you are not subscribed, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to be notified when I upload videos. Alright dolls, let's get into it. Okay dolls, so to first get started with this tutorial, I am taking my 5/8" Gold Series Spring Curling Iron that I purchased at Sally's Beauty Supply, and I'm going to start curling some small 1" sections starting from the lower portion and then working my way up. And my hair is a bit frizzy because this is actually second day hair. I had already styled my hair the day before, so it looks kind of wild right now. After I am complete with curling that lower section, I like to move on to the side sections. Just a pattern I prefer to use. You can curl whichever way you like. And now once I'm complete with the sides, I then move on to the back, and I'm going to curl all the way up to my crown and leave this top portion of my hair alone because that is going to be my bang section. So I want this all going in the same direction. So as you can see, I'm taking larger chunks here because the bang section does not need to be as small. And I am curling in the direction that I want my barrel or my wave to roll. And this is what you should have when you are complete. Moving on to makeup, I am first starting off with my Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. And then for foundation, I'm taking my Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Foundation. This is in the shade 41NN. And I still need to go buy some more concealer. I haven't had time to do that. But this foundation, although very, very light, still covers up pretty well. Going in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, I'm going to apply that all over my face to set the foundation, except for my lid space area that I'm going to keep a little wet because that's just what I like to use instead of wasting some primer on my lids. Going in with my Benefit Cosmetics 3D Brow Tones highlight, I'm just going to add this to my brows to deepen the shade of my brows. And then I'm going in with my Kat Von D 24-Hour Super Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Dark Brown. And this is where I'm going to clean up my brows and create that tail end of my brows. Now I want them to flare out a little bit, and then I'm going to start filling them in. Now going in with the Urban Decay's Naked Honey palette, I am taking the shade Flyby and using that as my brow bone highlight. And then going in with my Hip Dot Zion palette, I am taking the shade Sandstone and using that as my base shade. Then in that same Zion palette, I'm taking the shade Canyon and using that as my transition shade. And in that same palette, I am taking the shade Grounded and deepening that orange shade a bit. Next, I'm taking the shade Vibration and applying that close to my crease. And then just blending out that shade. This is currently my favorite eyeshadow look to do, my favorite combination. I think all the colors works so well. I just love the way it always comes out. Now I'm taking the shade Virgin and applying that on my lid space, but I am not taking it to the outer ends of my lids because I am taking the shade Grounded right here and applying that. And then I'm taking that same dark brown shade and applying that over. Now going in with Hip Dot's Crystals Pressed palette, I'm taking this goldish champagne shade and applying that over the shade Virgin. And this is just going to give it some extra bling and sparkle. Here I'm taking the shade Angel's Landing and applying that on my lower lash line. Using Urban Decay's Double Life eyeliner, I am using that for my waterline. This is Lorella Cosmetics Highlight in the shade Starling and applying that on my inner corner. And then going back to the Hip Dot Crystals Pressed palette, I am taking that champagne glitter and applying it at the inner corner of my lower lash line. Here I'm taking Sweet Streets Cosmetics Wing Queen eyeliner and creating a semi-dramatic wing. Finishing that off with some mascara. For bronzer, I'm going in with Urban Decay's Beached Bronze, and I'm taking the shade Bronzed. Here I'm using the Amazonian Clay Tarte blush. And then finishing that with some highlight. For eyelashes, I'm taking Miss Lashes M102B lashes. These are my all-time favorite style of lashes, and they're only like $2.99 online. And finishing that with some mascara on my lower lash line. For lips, I'm using Kat Von D's Everlasting Liner in the shade Blood Milk. I'm going to first outline my lips and then shade in the corners. Taking Kat Von D Beauty's liquid lipstick in the shade Outlaw and applying that. Now that makeup is complete, we are moving on to hair. So I'm going to unpin the lower section, and then this lower section is going to be sort of, it's going to give help volumizing that sort of page boy that we're creating. So once all that is teased, I just place bobby pins so I don't have any loose strands sticking out. And then I'm going to start taking out all of the curls except for the top curls for my bang section. We're going to save those for last. Once the pins are out, I'm using my fingers to just brush through and break up these curls. Once everything's broken through, I'm taking a brush and just combing down the top section because we need that nice and smooth. And then I'm taking some duckbill clips and putting those all along the area where the curls start to get fluffy. And this is where I'm going to start molding. So this takes some time, but like I always say, work with the hair, don't work against it. It'll make your life easier if you just go with the flow and just see what they like to do. Once you get the style you like, I'm taking my Chi Helmet hairspray, spraying some hairspray, and then using the blow dryer to set that hairspray, because if you allow the hairspray to air dry, it can weigh down the curls. And when you set the hairspray with a blow dryer, it just leaves it rock solid. Now that the bottom portion is done, I'm moving on to my bang section and teasing each section. Once we get that last section out of the way, I'm going to take a soft bristle brush. This is just one that I got at Target. And I'm going to start smoothing everything out and molding my bangs. Now I like to use my fingers a lot to mold this wave. And here I'm just taking this duckbill clip just to kind of hold that volume at the top while I work the ends. Once complete, I'm taking that duckbill clip out. Here I am just pinning my hair on one end, and then I am using this hat that I purchased at a thrift store. Kind of gives me Selena vibes, so I love it. And here is the final look together. I paired it with these leopard earrings that I got a long time ago at some small little accessory store. But here is the full hair and makeup look. I'm just so in love with my hair and my hat. Moving on to the outfit, this is a set from Vintage Vandalism. It is the Harlow set in leopard. I am so freaking in love with this outfit. Now you can tuck those straps at the top in, but I just wanted to leave them hanging out. But as you can see, they are pants. This isn't a skirt, so it's just nice, flowy, sort of palazzo pants. The material is so thick and incredible. I mean, it is top quality, and the shoulders actually have shoulder pads, so you do have those flaring shoulders, which I love. And then the sleeves, everything just looks so elegant, but like I said, it is very heavy, beautiful material. So this is it for today's video, dolls. I really hope you enjoyed this get ready with me and this look as well. But that is it for today. I love you dolls so much, and I will see you soon. Bye, loves.